Is there such a thing as stuck or trapped spirits? Are ghosts real? Are ghost hauntings real? What is the difference between a ghost and a spirit? And can you clear haunted houses of ghosts? And I'm going to address these questions and share with you a foolproof method that you can use to discover whether or not your house is haunted right now. Happy Halloween and happy Samhain. Now, first off, ghost is a term that's usually applied to spirits that haven't crossed over to the other side and are still earthbound or stuck, where spirits have crossed over. But honestly, these terms are interchangeable. And personally, I don't really believe in stuck spirits. I do believe that all souls have a choice. But for some reason, and there's a few possibilities, some souls kind of get caught up and stay in the earth frequency or the earth vibration for a while, even though that they don't have bodies. And that can happen when somebody's really frightened when they pass on. If it's a sudden passing, they don't realize they're dead, or they're afraid to move on. And according to people that do crossing over work, psychopops that help the spirits cross over to the other side, in the Western world, the number one reason that spirits don't cross over is that they're afraid that they're going to go to hell. But honestly, sooner or later, all souls are going to figure it out, and they're going to transcend the earth vibration and make their way to the other side. It's rare that there's hauntings that are more than a couple of 100 years old. So often what we call hauntings are just simply visits from our loved ones and relatives on the other side. It's easier for spirits to come through and manifest in the physical world based on a familiar energy, like a familiar home or a familiar person, like a family member. And that's one of the reasons that graveyards are hot spots for ghosts and spirits to manifest, because they can use the energy of their remains that are decomposing as an anchor or a tool to manifest in this world. Also, spirits and ghosts can occupy land and spaces. Like a good example are battlefields like Gettysburg. That's a known hotspot for spirit activity. And again, it's that familiarity that they can manifest in that space more easily, or the ones that haven't fully crossed over tend to get stuck in that location because there's an energetic field that keeps them there. But as I said before, they'll figure it out, they'll make it to the other side, and there are people here in the living that help the spirits to cross over, that are actively working with them. 9/11 is another example of a tragedy that keeps spirits at bay for a while. But that said, over 99% of all haunting or spirit visits are not negative. That they tend to be positive, they tend to be benevolent. And again, very often it's your loved ones on the other side that are saying hi. But sometimes ghosts that occupy homes are just there to really protect and just to really coexist with you. They're very rarely negative. But if you feel uncomfortable, you can use things like tools, techniques, and prayers to clear the spirits. And occasionally, if one is particularly negative or troubling, sometimes you have to call in a professional to help clear your home and to clear your space. But again, that is rare. There are people who make it their living as ghost hunters to go into spaces using voice recordings and advanced instrumentation to identify the energy fluctuations associated with ghosts. Sometimes in places there's physical cues like cool spots, for example, or drafts, or sounds or odors that you can identify also. And these are all associated with the physical manifestation of spiritual beings. And sometimes the ghost hunters also use mediums in order to be able to identify where the spirits are, where the portals are, and stuff like that. But there's also a technique that you can use yourself that I'm going to teach you right now that'll help you be able to sense the spirits and where they are in your home. And before I get into that, I wanted to invite you to join our inner core community for the Medium channel, Spirit Mind Family. It's Mediumship and Channeling Month. We share a lot of exclusive videos and techniques and tools that I don't share anywhere else. So the information is right above for you. So for this to work, you have to be very still and very present and aware. So having a meditation practice is going to really help this to work very well. But the way the technique works is, and practice this a few times before actually using it to discern whether there's spirits in a certain room. But what you do is you prepare to enter into a room, you get very clear and relaxed. Feel your heart opening in the vibration of love and gratitude and appreciation and compassion. And in your mind, feel like your heart center is expanding through your body and through the fields around you. And you can feel with your heart all around you. Get very still and present, and then go into a room and then notice what feels different, especially your emotions and your feelings. So as you enter into the room, just gauge how you feel differently. And then as you get better at doing that, so practice that a lot. Go into different rooms, very open, very present, heart open and expanded, walk in. What feels different to you? Maybe you get images, maybe you get smells, maybe you get other subtle psychic cues, awareness, clairsentient knowing of the energies. But the main thing is to feel, engage your emotions and your feelings, as well as the feelings in and around your body. So, and that's how you do it. So then when you're ready and you feel like that there's a spirit in a particular room or part of the house, use this technique. Go in, feel with your heart, and feel with your heart where around you that spirit is. So with practice, your heart can gauge. You can feel the energy of that spirit. And if you want to go even a step further with this, what you do is you allow your heart to open and blend with the energy of the spirit. And that's when you get communication, and you may get words, you may get phrases in your mind, you may get symbols that come, or images, or memories, or feelings. And that's how you do that. It's very powerful. Like I said, it takes practice. You have to be very present. You have to trust. And if you feel a little bit nervous doing this, it's very safe to call on like Archangel Michael or Jesus or the Buddha or whoever, whatever you feel is going to keep you safe. That's going to, over time, that's going to work well with you, especially around the Halloween season. So for more information on haunting spirits and how to work with them and communicate with them, check out this video here. And over here, we have a whole playlist of our fun Halloween videos for you. Love you. Namaste.